Hey, hey.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Actually, this
Okay,
is like
perfect.
great quality hearing, like audio.
Okay, good.
All right, how are you? I know it's kind of later over there.
I'm good. It's about to be 7, so it's not that bad.
Okay, not too bad. Do
Yeah.
you have any idea what shirt I'm wearing? You have no idea, do you?
No.
So I met you in Orlando with my friend
Yeah.
Michaela,
hmm
and we wore shirts
Oh my God, with my
that.
name on it.
And so I was like, I gotta whip it back out. I gotta bring it back out for this.
Oh my God.
And then Michaela was like, "Will you wear it if I get it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't care. I do not have an embarrassment bone in my body."
No. Oh my God.
But well, how have you been? How is playing in Europe? And
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm good. Um, it's been fun. I mean, I was in Greece last year, but I was only there for like 3 months, so it's a lot different, like actually being here for like 9 months.
hmm
And it's kind of crazy how fast the first half went, and it's already February. I mean, I've been here since the beginning of August. So, like, when
oh
I first
wow,
got my stuff here and like got to my apartment, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm not just here for a couple weeks on vacation.
yeah,
I'm gonna be here until May. So, but like, after like the first month, it was fine. Like, I got used to it pretty fast.
hmm
We have a really good team. We have, there's 4 Americans total, so it's like nice, you know?
okay, that's nice. I was
Yeah.
like, that was gonna be one of my next questions. Was like, what is there like a language barrier with everybody, or do they
No.
mostly speak English at all? I don't know
Yeah.
how that works.
Everyone speaks English at practice, like the coaches and everything, because there's like 4 German girls at practice because we have a couple of people from like the younger team practicing with us.
Hmm.
But then everyone else is from like we have Americans, we have Spanish girls, we have a Swiss girl, someone from Japan, and then we have um Belgium. So everyone has to,
Mix.
yeah.
I know, and I had just talked to Emma like either yesterday or the day before. I think the day before, and she was saying there's not a rule. Like some European leagues have rules on how many of like the same country have to be on that team. So like in Italy, I think it's only like three non-Italians can play or something like that.
Mhm.
And so it's kind of cool that that's not the case in Germany.
Yeah.
Now are you also in Champions League right now?
We're in like CEV, so like the one below
The one
Champions
below?
League,
Okay.
and we lost last night to Galatasaray at home. So we're like done with it now because we lost to them twice.
Okay.
So yeah, we went to Istanbul last week and then they came here and we played them last night and we lost in 5. So we're like done with that league, I think.
Okay. I know I was like, I don't really know how the international works. I would love to learn, but there's so much other volleyball that I have to watch too, that trying
Yeah.
to learn every pro league overseas and then the Champions League and the CEV and all. I'm like, that's just a lot.
Yeah.
Um, but has it so I don't know how to word this, but like, is it different the fan base over there? Like, how has that been for you? Is like, is there more like? I mean, you also played pro in the U.S., so like, what's the pro in the U.S. versus that and like college? I feel like college is pretty solid fans, but I feel
Yeah,
like USA Pro is not there yet.
the US leagues, like I think they have their like supporters, but it's not anything like college, especially like when you play in the Big Ten, I think.
hmm
I I obviously didn't play in like the SEC or anything, so I have no idea. Like I can't speak for any of the other conferences, but everyone knows the Big Ten has like really good fans.
Yeah.
And then just like being at Minnesota, like super dedicated fans, like no matter what's going on in the season, I feel like the Pav is always full. So it's like very similar here. Like no matter where you go, like the gym is full and it's very loud. Like very
Really?
everywhere. Yeah. So it's nice. It's a lot more people than like the US leagues, I would say. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's cool. I feel like volleyball. I feel like we're slowly getting there. We're slowly getting there, but yeah, I've definitely heard that there's like some dedicated fans overseas, which
Yeah.
I love. You know, I love that everyone has good volleyball. Um,
hmm
do you want to go back to college and talk about your experience in college? Since I know that you kind of had a unique experience because what you had 5 years, two
Yeah.
head coaches, and then you also I think you battled some injuries that like you didn't necessarily make public either. Like I don't think everyone knew just how intense the knee injury was.
Yeah.
And I always say that because as somebody who's had knee injuries, like
Mhm.
bad knee injuries, I'm like, I don't think people fully understand just how hard it is to play through a knee injury. Because I think
Yeah.
when you played with the knee injury and then you came back the next year, I was like, oh my God, like this is like the Melanie that we all know. Like she looks
Yeah.
so good. Like your last year especially was really, really solid season.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I was at Minnesota for 5 years. 2020, I got there in 2020. I graduated high school early. Um, Hugh was there. It was like Hugh, Matt, Jenny, and then Laura. And then COVID happened. So I got an extra year, thank goodness, because I love Minnesota, so I got to stay for another year. And um I mean, yeah, I feel like it was a pretty basic like experience. Like and then Hugh left in 2023 because I had 2 years.
I think so. I think so.
I don't know. I don't like it was a blur. And then Keegan came in and a very different coaching style. Like I think we were all expecting that just because like he was from the West Coast and it's like I think it's very different being from the West Coast and like trying to understand Midwest people, especially like when your whole entire team is like I think we had like 5 or 6 girls like just from Minnesota like alone.
Mhm.
And then the rest of us were very like Midwestern people, like we were all from like that general area. So um it was like a learning curve, I think, for the team and for him. But I mean, he's a really good coach and I think he has really good like people around him too that made the experience good, or else I think a lot more people would have left. But I think we trusted the process kind of. And I was like, I like Minnesota, like I like the support staff, I like the school, I like the athletic department. I have a bunch of friends here. I was like, I'm not moving. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. And I only have 2 years left, so it's like trying to rebuild something at another school that I already had at Minnesota was just like I don't think it was gonna happen, or like I don't think I would have done it fast enough to where wherever I would have went, it would have been fun. Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, and then the knee injury, it's like pretty basic. Like it was just a meniscus thing, but it was my third time getting it fixed. So like that's why it was such a problem.
Oh, I didn't know that you'd had two before.
So I had two on the same knee, and then I had one on the other knee, but the other knee was fine. But then the right one was really bad because they just kept taking more and more of it out.
Oh, so they didn't sew it up. They kept taking it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't get it fixed because I was going to be out for too long. It was like 6 months to be out for them to try and fix it. And I was like, no, like just cut the part that's torn off. So that's what they
Yeah.
did. And then right college, I had them cut it again because it was getting like super, like your meniscus gets super frayed. Like it's like a piece of
Hmm.
like starts unraveling. So your like joint starts to hurt and yeah. So they went back in and cut it again. Like they cut it again so the edge was really clean. And then 2023, 24.
I think so. I think three.
I
Because
don't
you
remember.
graduated 20, you graduated in 25, but like 24 was your last season, right?
Oh, then it was like January of 24 is when I got it fixed. I got it fixed when I came back from break. After that season, I had that knee brace on for like 5 months.
Yeah.
A lot of people like the knee brace was fine, but then a lot of people didn't know like under the knee brace I had a sleeve, and then under the sleeve I had tape. So
Oh,
like
you was
that's
being held together.
that's why I wasn't moving very well because it wasn't just brace like helping me move.
Mhm.
I was like getting taped, I was taking medicine, and then I mean there'd be days like I couldn't do anything at practice. If we played 5 sets and then flew home, like the next day I couldn't walk without like limping. So I was just like there were a lot
Mhm.
I wasn't practicing. So um I had a very small piece of my meniscus left. So
Yeah.
it was just like floating around on the inner part of my knee. It's the one on like the
Yeah, because
Mhm.
it's the lateral I think is the one that's in the inside, and then the
Yeah.
medial is I think on the outside.
So it just took the rest of it out. So it's gone.
Oh, oh.
But I have not had a single problem since. I haven't had any problems. I mean, it hurts when it gets. I make jokes all the time, like with my teammates here. I'm like, guys, it's like it's gonna rain tomorrow, or it's gonna snow. It's like my knee is really bad. I think it's gonna snow or it's gonna rain. And they're like, Melanie, what are you talking about? And I'm like, you guys just wouldn't understand. But yeah, they just between me and like my trainers, I like they wouldn't have been able to like fix it anymore. So they just took the rest of it out. And I haven't had any problems with it since. So it was a great decision. It probably could have been made a lot earlier. It I couldn't get it done like in the middle of season.
Yeah, no.
Like,
And I'm shocked you don't have any issues. And the rain thing, for people that don't know, that's like a common thing that people's knees hurt.
yeah.
But yeah, I've torn both meniscus in the knee that I've had the ACL torn. I've torn my ACL
Mhm.
twice, but I've torn both meniscus. And then the second time I tore my ACL, I shredded one meniscus in three places. And
Yeah.
they wanted to take it out, and I refused. And then I got stem cell injections, and it completely fixed it, which is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. But that's why I'm like, that gives me some hope though, because I was like terrified. I was like, no, I'm 25. You're not taking my meniscus out. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And just because you hear like horror stories. So like obviously you're a success story with it. So thank God.
Yeah. I'm not saying I might have to have like a knee replacement earlier than like other people, but I mean, for it being almost, I mean, I guess 2 years since I had knee surgery, like I have not had any problems. I haven't had to wear the brace. I had a brace I had to wear to class. Like I had a brace to wear like during the day when I wasn't at practice. That was a little bit small,
Mhm.
so messed up. But yeah, I think a lot of people think or thought I had a lot more going on, but it was literally just my meniscus. Like I didn't tear my ACL or anything. Like thank goodness, but it was very easy. I think the surgery literally took like 40 minutes. Like it wasn't
Yeah, it's pretty quick. Yeah.
so.
I think some people they don't realize that like a meniscus can be pretty debilitating though. Like
Oh yeah.
painful. Like it can be painful and it's a lot of mental too. Like if it
Mhm.
clicks, the clicking is not
Yeah,
fun.
and then like when it tears and it can flip like in the joint
Oh yeah.
and you can't.
Yeah.
That happened and I was like I couldn't walk. Like I was on crutches. Like I couldn't walk anymore. And I was
Yeah.
like say it's just so small, but it's such an important part of your knee, I guess. I have no idea.
Yeah. It like protects everything, I guess, but like yeah, it's like not necessary but does help kind of thing.
Mhm. Yeah, it probably is necessary for like the next 20 years of my life, but I won't realize it until
I
like 10
mean, for
probably.
now at least you're chilling, so
It's
right
fine.
now it's fine.
It's all good right now.
Yeah, that's all that matters as long I mean, you're playing without a brace, so clearly whatever is you're
Yeah.
doing is working.
Yeah. Whatever they did to me worked. So,
Yeah.
mhm.
And I really like Keegan, going back to Keegan too. Like I was like nervous because like I'm a huge Hugh McCutcheon fan. Like
Yeah.
my friend played at Minnesota before you, Adriana Nora. I
Mhm.
think she was the right side before Steph, but there might have been like a couple years in between that whatever.
Yeah.
But she was just like she sung his praises and was like he is just so good at what he does. And I don't know, I really like his philosophy. Like I take it she said he uses like low error volleyball is like a
Mhm.
big thing for him. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I like that."
Mhm. Yeah.
Um
Very different. Him and Keegan are different, but like at the same time, it's like they're just trying to win like volleyball games. So I think like Hugh was so like chill and laid back that I think it made it very easy for everyone on the team to like transition to a new coach because it's like Keegan also fit like that mold pretty well in terms of like it's very calm, like we don't need to be
mhm.
being and like running lines. Like that's just not I don't
Yeah, I don't do that either.
anyone. There's probably a lot of people in the country that do it, and I don't think it works. So,
I definitely agree that I don't think it works.
yeah. So I think it was a very good transition just because, like, what Hugh instilled in the people that were already there, it was very, like, easy to transition to, like, Keegan's philosophies and, like, all that. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, do you want to talk about so did you play overseas before doing the USA leagues? I don't remember that part.
Yeah, I went to Greece for like literally like 2.5 months.
Okay, so that was before US, before you came back for the, I guess at the time it was the
Yeah.
PBF.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I didn't know the timeline there. So what made you come back, or was it just because it just the way that it fell kind of thing? And
Mhm.
then what made you decide you still wanted to go back overseas? And then I have other questions too, so we'll
Okay.
start there.
Okay. So I didn't enter the draft when college got done because I was so gung ho on like living in a different country and like getting out of the Midwest, even though like I'm from Indiana. So like it was like a 12-hour drive from like Minneapolis to like where I live. So like I wasn't close to home, but I was just like, I need to get out of the Midwest and like see the world, like whatever.
Mhm.
So I went to Greece. I lived outside of Athens, like 30 minutes outside of Athens for a couple of months, like 2.5 months, I think, almost three. I got there in the middle of January and I left in like the middle end of March. Um, a lot of fun. Not a very good team, but it's okay because that's what I wasn't expecting a lot getting like just getting out of college and like cuz and they're in the middle of their season too, so it's like they either need like to replace a setter or like someone like got hurt or something.
Mhm.
They hadn't won any games. They had not won a single game. And
Oof.
but they also like moved up from A2 to like A1. So
Okay.
for people to be like, I mean, obviously they were like we were last, but I got there. We won like 5 or 6 games, I think, but then it like still wasn't enough to like qualify for like to stay in the league. So they got dropped back down to like A2. So
Mm.
so early because normally you're not done until like the end of April. And then Orlando reached out because their second setter, I think, was on like injury reserve.
Mhm.
They just needed another person behind Shampoo. And I was
She's
like, oh,
so good. She's so
yeah,
good.
she's so good. And she's so nice. She's a queen. And so I was like, yeah, like I get home like next week, da 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 da. I can drive down and bring my stuff so that you guys don't have to get me a car. And then it was helpful that Lydia was on the team because I live with Lydia and I went to college with
Mhm.
and I live with Lydia here. So it's very
Oh, really?
yeah, and then she was at Orlando. Um but yeah, I think everything just kind of fell into place. It was very nice. Cuz
Yeah.
cuz then Orlando ended up winning and I was like, "Oh my gosh. What?" So I just got very lucky and it was very like good situation and good timing. But and then what made me want to come back overseas? I just felt like my experience in Greece was a lot of fun, but it wasn't like as much like volleyball oriented just because we weren't like very good.
Mhm.
Only practicing for like a couple hours like a day, like maybe like a random
Mhm.
lift. Like it wasn't very only one game a week. Like it wasn't very I think they were trying to get it to like a serious level, but it was just like how the record of the team and like how it was going. Like I think it was hard for people to like take it seriously like professional volleyball.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, well, I want to go somewhere and like live somewhere and like get the full like 10-month experience because like that's how long like a contract is. It's 10.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, I signed here. Like literally, I think the day after we won in Vegas, I signed here. And then
Period.
yeah, and now I'm here. And I've been
Okay.
here since
I say,
August.
and do you like it? Are you glad you went there? Are you?
I do.
We'll get it now.
It's like a really good like we have a really good community. Like everyone really likes volleyball. Like the gym is really nice, our apartment's really nice, our cars are super nice. Um the city's like pretty big, so like there's stuff to do. It's not like you're in like a small village and like in the
Mhm.
mountains or something because some
Right.
like you can go to a really good team, but it's like you're in like the middle of the mountains and you like there's just not very much to do. Um and yeah, I feel like it's a very good like start for like a full Like it's a good league to be in, I feel like, for one of your first like full.
Mhm. I would agree. I've heard that it's like that league and then like France is like good like
Mhm.
intros to European volleyball.
Yeah.
Um, do you have like an enough free time? I'm not gonna say a lot because I doubt you have a lot of free time being on a good team, but do you have like enough free time to like do you ever get to travel or do you get to like go and explore the cities and like what's that like? Because I know like a big plus to being in Europe is like getting to see Europe. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, so August and September we were in preseason. So we had 2 months of preseason here. So we were training like every day during the week, a couple times a day, and then like we had the weekends off. And then like at the end of the month they'd give us like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. So I went to Prague for a day,
ooh.
and it was a lot of fun because you can just drive. It was only like 4 hours. And then it's like the off days are very random. Like January, we were playing games like every 3 days because we were in Sev.
Mhm.
Um, so we had like no off days because we were also like going to Istanbul, and then Turkish Airlines came here and then we won, and then we had to go back and play Galatasaray the next weekend, and then they just came back to here yesterday. So it was like January is overseas, like January is definitely the hardest month. Like
Okay.
just because like coming off of Christmas and New Year's, and like you had time to like see everyone, and you had like 5 days off or 6 days off. Like some people have enough time to go home. Like we got 5 days off. Like if we would have had a week off, I probably would have tried to go home, but we only had 5 days. So um I went to Milan for New Year's.
Ooh.
I took a train for the first time ever because I don't really like trains, but I was like, it's cheaper than flying. So I took the train. And it was a really good experience. But like this weekend, like after we play on Saturday, we have Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday off. So
Oh.
it just depends on like who we play the next weekend and if we can afford to have like those days off, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Like it's like, okay, we're not playing Galatasaray next weekend, so like we can have a couple extra days off and then just train really hard like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or no, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then play on Saturday and we'll be fine. So it's just like I feel like it's dependent upon who we're gonna play, and like just January was so long. It was so long. It was the longest
But
month of my life.
at least they it seems like they at least understand like everybody needs rest, you know. So that's good.
Well, I mean, even like our coaches, like I mean, they're probably in the gym more than we are, like with the planning and the scouting and all that.
Mhm.
Like I feel like they're just as tired as us, if not more
Yeah.
tired from having to like be in there before us and then having everything ready. So I'm assuming they're also probably pretty happy with giving some
Yeah.
days off too. Yeah.
Now, what is it like going from because you've had, I mean, you've had everything. You've had college, USA leagues, and now you're in Germany. Um, the coaching styles differences. Because I've always heard that like in Europe, like coaches are just like really intense. And I'm sure not everyone is. I'm sure that's obviously just like the norm, but like obviously there's exceptions to the rule. But like, was that kind of like a culture shock to have like a difference, or was this the coaching style different? Like, how different was it? And like, was it? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think I know what you mean. Okay, well, when I got here, I was expecting like the worst, I think, possible situation, like worst, because I just had no idea. Because I feel like
Mhm.
other people's pro stories, it's either an actual horror story and like they didn't get paid
Right.
living in like a shoebox, like and like either that, or it's like glamorous like life, you know what I mean? So, um, I would say like the coaching style is different here, but like I would just say that because it's like obviously it's like a very different way of life, like having European coaches and them like having been from Europe their whole life. But also it's just it's I feel like it's very comparable to like Hugh is different than Keegan.
Yeah.
Like Consti and like our coaching staff here is going to be different than like Keegan and Hugh just because they're just different people. I
Mhm.
a little bit more intense because this is like our job. Like we're not in school.
Right.
It's not like, oh, like you have to go to school and like you get to play volleyball too. Like you chose to come here and play volleyball for Stuttgart and it's
Yeah.
a job. So I feel like on that level there's a little bit more intensity to it and more importance to like understanding why you're here. But at the same time, it's like nobody wants to lose. Like everyone,
Right.
so it's like I think our coaches also did like a very good job. Like our team is so good and well balanced and we have so many different like lineups that can go in and do well in like really big games. And like if someone's not doing well, like whoever their sub is going to be that game, like they're going to go in and like do well. Like we have multiple different line. It's like I like compare it to hockey, like how they have multiple lines, but like each of them is like just as good as the first one.
Mhm.
That's how our team is. So I think that has also made it very easy to like for us to be coached because we're working on like changing really small things. It's not like we're trying to like organize a whole entire team thing because we have big problems going on. So like the coaching style is different, but like I expected it to be I guess kind of like this just cuz I'm not in college. Like it's like my job.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Very performance based, which I mean,
yeah.
like you just said, it's like you chose to do this, you know? So it's like, and I would say also that kind of weeds out the players, like they don't want to take it serious. It's like everybody that's playing professional volleyball, it's because they want to keep playing volleyball. Like they want to
Yeah.
win, they want to keep
Mhm.
doing it. So I think it's all, yeah, it can be intense, but probably like for a good reason. Like you're there to win, you know?
Well, you have like these coaches that have like coached in so many different countries and stuff. And it's just like you're learning so much stuff that you literally had no idea like you could even learn. Like it's just crazy the
Hmm.
knowledge they have from like they're all here now, but like from coaching in like Switzerland and like France and like being with these players or like coaching men's teams overseas and stuff. So it's just like it's cool to see how much knowledge they have. And I think it is I would just say it's a little bit more intense. Like there's not like it's not like screaming and like cussing people out. Like I feel like
Hmm.
people picture it to be, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And what would you say is the biggest difference in the system you run from like Minnesota to obviously like you were behind Shampoo at Orlando and she runs a pretty quick offense, but I would say
Mhm.
I was talking to Emma about how like European ball. I mean, obviously you had Steph, so like when you all had Samity, like very much an oppo heavy offense, and you had Pittman, and so then
Yeah.
you had that's kind of a similar style to European ball from like the outward looking in. But was that kind of a big change for like the faster offenses of the USA versus like chuck a high ball to the right side and let them go swing, you know?
Yeah. No, I think it's honestly pretty like our team is pretty comparable to like the Minnesota offense. Like we're pretty it's like oppo and outside heavy. Like we're not only giving like out of system balls to the opposite.
Hmm.
Try and like split it to where it's pretty even so that because I mean I think all of our pins are really really good. So it's like it doesn't really matter who you're giving the ball to. Um I would say like the overall tempo of the team is probably a little faster than we ran it at Minnesota. I don't know if it's as fast as Orlando just because of like the middles, like the middle stuff was so fast with like Kaz.
Hmm.
Um but like the pin balls are pretty fast, the opposite balls are pretty fast. I wouldn't say like it's that big of a change, honestly. Like wasn't I don't think I was really even thinking about that until I got here. And then you just start setting people and it's like, okay, like what do you need? And it's like,
Hmm.
okay, like it's not. Yeah, I mean,
No, yeah.
yeah.
Well, then what would you say like the biggest thing for you going from college to like now that you were like, "Oh, I needed to work on this and like I've definitely gotten better at this." Like in what way have they pushed you to like get better? Cuz I feel like your last year in Minnesota like slept on defender. I thought you were so good in the back row. And I feel like everyone just maybe assumed you weren't as good as you actually were because you're just so tall. But I was like,
Yeah.
"No, this girl plays some defense. Like she's back there digging balls."
No, yeah. I tell people like no one knows, but like my last 2 or 3 years at Minnesota, I was literally like the second defender like on our stats. Like I
Yeah.
arrow, like if no one hit balls at our libero in the game, like I had the most digs in the game. And people are just like, well, they're just hitting it to you. And I'm like, okay, like that's fine. I'm not gonna try and
Yeah.
explain one right now.
Yeah, right.
But I think here, I would probably say just getting like a lot more consistent, like with like tempo and where I'm putting the ball because like in college, like they were pretty high and it was like pretty easy for it to be like different as long as it was like kind of in like the same area and stuff.
Mhm,
But here, like I'm not saying I need to be able to drop a ball like on like a dime, but it does need to be like in a lot more like confined like
mhm,
and like pretty consistent compared to like in college. I feel like it was like high ball, like oh, okay, like a little
mhm,
low, whatever. Like you slow down, I'll make it faster, do whatever. But just because you're playing with people like that have been playing for so much longer, so it's
mhm.
like it's my turn to adjust instead of having like the hitters adjust. So I think that's something
True.
that I've gotten a lot better at. Um, yeah, defense is still fine. Like it's still good. Blocking is still fine. Serving is fine. Scoring is fine.
I was like, did they let you kinda have your freedom to be aggressive?
Yeah. It's
Okay,
not,
good.
yeah. So, I mean, last weekend, I had like 7 points, I think. Like it's like, and it's just, I don't think people over here have seen it.
Yeah, especially, like, at your contact point, because like, you're a lot taller than
Yeah.
most setters.
So, yeah, I would just say like actually like the feel of the ball, like is what I think I've gotten a lot better at. And like wherever I am, like I just need to be able to like get the ball to like a certain spot, like at a certain
Mhm,
like, with the same ball curve. Like that's the biggest goal is like get the hitter a good ball. No matter like if you can't get to the ball and get in a good position, like you have to be able to just get them the ball. And then
mhm.
later, like we'll watch it in film later. So yeah, I think that's yeah.
Okay, then now, obviously, I don't know if you probably can't even always say, but would you wanna stay on this team again, or are you looking at entertaining other offers in different countries, or,
Yeah,
do you know what's next for you?
going where the wind takes me. I don't know.
Okay.
I really like this team. I think like my agent has what's best for me is what I'll say because I don't know where I'm going right now. I'll be honest with that.
Okay.
I have no idea where I'm going. Um, I really like Germany, but I don't think I would come back just because like my whole thing for playing overseas was like I want to live in a bunch of different places.
Mhm.
So right now I'm just open to whatever my agent wants me to do.
Well, that's a good mentality.
Yeah.
You say, "Whatever, you're gonna
Yeah.
put me in good spots, so whatever works."
No,
Um,
really good. So I'm just letting him he tells me who he's talking to and I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "I'll send you what I think." So I'm
okay,
just,
that works. Now, I mean, I would assume everybody always is gonna say yes to this, but, like, would you love to be, like, in the USA gym? Like, would that be, like, a dream of yours to, like, keep getting better and better and eventually, like, work your way in there? Or I mean, I guess maybe some people would say no, but I'd say
Mhm.
most people would want to, and
Okay, yeah. I don't really know. Like I don't want this to like backfire on me, but like when I was younger, I was like, yes, like I love it. Like I love it. That's what I want to do.
Mhm,
And then I think after like going through college and then like being here and realizing like I feel like you don't realize how short college season is because like you feel like it's so long.
mhm,
And then in January, like you're like, oh my gosh, like we have practice and lift. But then it's like you really don't realize how short it actually is until you do this and you're like, wow, it's
mhm,
like we're still going until May.
mhm.
Like the latest possible game we could have is May 2nd. So
Yeah, and then USA season would be, like, June.
So it's like I was like super interested in it. Like I did like the training stuff like in college. I did the high performance stuff in high school. But I don't think like I would want to pursue that like as much as I thought I wanted to when I was in like high school and stuff, you know?
Right.
Getting to play and like do stuff overseas is great. And if I get an invite to like the USA gym, like I think that'd be awesome. I wouldn't like decline it or anything. But I think I'm not like living and dying by if I get accepted or like if I
Right.
get yes like to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a good mentality to have for sure. Cause
Yeah.
that's like only so many get invited. So it's like
I mean,
you
yeah,
don't
it's
want to
like
get your hopes up, you know?
like it's
Yeah.
very and it's not even like hopes up thing. It's just like I feel like it puts so much like pressure and stress
Hmm.
on like yourself when it's like all the people that are going to the US gym are already like playing overseas and like doing everything that they wanted to do like when they were little, that's like what they wanted to do. So it's
Right.
obviously like there's always going to be like another step to getting better. Um but like necessarily like I think it could be recognized with getting an invite to the US gym, but like at the end of the day I feel like you just have to know like you're getting better like little by little each
Mhm.
step like on your own without that. But it would be cool. It would be really cool. And I think I was like living and dying by it in college. I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to get invited to like the training
Mhm.
camp in the summer. And now I'm just like, oh my gosh, I've been playing volleyball since August.
Yeah. You're
I
like, you're caught up in the long, long, long
was
season.
like, yeah. So I was like, if I get an invite, like that'd be great. It'd be a cool thing to add to like the resume. And like train with that high up level of athletes like for
Mhm.
however many days. But I'm not like living and dying by it,
Mhm.
you know?
And I would say, and you don't have to respond to this because this is a little messy to say out loud, but um at the end of the day, if they were the people that want to come back that have already been on the team that have made an Olympic roster, they are never gonna cut them. So it's like out of all those 24 spots or whatever it is, like half of them are already taken by if they were already on the team. So and about six of those probably shouldn't be invited. Sorry. Said what I said.
Yeah, I have no
So no, don't comment. Don't comment. That's me being messy and saying what everybody I'm saying the quiet part out loud and it's fine. Um I will live and breathe by my own opinions and I'd say most people would agree with me, but yeah, no, you don't comment on that. You
Yeah,
let me be the messy one.
I won't.
Um
That's
but but yeah, so I agree. I think that's a great way to live the life. It's just like it would be great to have it. And yeah, so what is next now that CEV is done? Do you all have like I mean, it's just a lot of cups, right? Like lots of tournaments just back to back. That's what it
yeah,
seems like on the outside looking in, but like
yeah,
I don't actually know how it works. So
yeah. When you're just on like Instagram and you see everything people are like reposting, you're like, what is happening? It's like we're in three different leagues. Like this is how I explained it to my parents because my parents weren't understanding either. So we play on Saturday for like our normal German league, which is called Bundesliga. Uh,
Mhm.
and then we play the German Cup final on February 28th. So like we already played the first three games of that in the first half of the season. And then for the finals, you get like a 2 month break because all the teams are in like CEV and Champions League.
Mhm.
So the cup is like if we were doing Big Ten season, and then we also had like a Big Ten tournament running at the same time.
Oh.
That's how I feel like is the easiest way to like understand it.
Mhm.
Because like we're still playing like the German league games like on the weekends. And then we were also playing like cup games on Wednesdays, but we were playing the same teams we play like in like the league.
Yeah. But it's just like they're independent of each other kind of thing.
Yeah. So we have the finals for that on the 28th. And then our last game of the league is March 14th, I think.
Mm.
And then March 21st is when we start playoffs. So it's like the top 8 teams, 10 I think it's 8. Don't quote me because I have no idea. I think it's the top 8 teams we start playoffs on the 21st in like a bracket thing, but all the games are best 2 out of 3
Oh,
NCAA tournament. Like it's not
yeah.
one. No.
That's a lot.
So it's like we play the first game, so it'll be like Saturday, Wednesday. If we have to go to the third game, we'll play on a Wednesday. So it's like
So it's a long playoffs.
that's why it takes like the whole month of April and the end of March.
Yeah.
And then the championship game is out of 5 games.
Okay, I knew it was gonna be out of 5. That's a
Yeah.
lot of games.
So it's like there's only 8 teams in the whole thing, but it's like
It's like
you have
50
to
matches.
play everyone twice or 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's literally like 50 plus matches of volleyball. That's
Yeah.
insane, actually.
So um
You know, the US should probably steal that, honestly, with how small the leagues are still. They should steal that to create more matches, I think. But
I mean, yeah, but they already are playing each other like 5
I
times.
know. That's the only thing I'm like, I mean, thankfully they're like actually trying to add teams every year, like a lot now, so that's nice.
Oh yeah, they've added a lot of teams.
Yeah. Would you consider like I know you want to do your Europe, your little European life, but
Hmm.
like in like 3, 4 years, would you consider coming back and doing the USA leagues, like had the opportunity arises?
Yeah, I think I'm honestly open to like anything. Like I don't really I told you I'm just going where the wind takes me right now. Like I don't really
Period.
like I want to get better and I want to train and I want to like make a living. Like money's not the most important thing because I am like so young and it's like it's not like I'm trying to buy a house or anything.
Yeah.
I just stay with my parents in the summer and then I leave again in August. Like I'm not home for that long. So, I think definitely like when I'm more towards like the end of my career, like the US thing will be like, yeah. Like I think it
Yeah.
play like the last like I mean, I honestly could see like maybe 2 or 3 years doing the US stuff just because it's only 6 months. Like towards the
Hmm.
year and like when I want to start getting out of volleyball and stuff. So, I'm super happy there's league. I'm super happy that they're making so many more teams because
Hmm.
6 and 8 is just not enough for 6 months to
Agreed.
know other that much. And there's plenty of people around the world that are super talented that want to come and play in the US. And there's a bunch of Americans that just want to play in the US. So
I agree.
great that they're making it bigger. But yeah, for sure. I think I obviously would have to play in America like a couple more times.
Yeah. It'd be super fun.
Yeah.
Now, is there anybody that you have played with that you'd love to get reunited with in pro volleyball? And then is there any pro volleyball player that you would love to like, I want to set them at some point in my career? Like I want them to be on the court with me at some point.
Okay. Who would I want to get reunited with? I have no idea, I think. It would have to be like a cute little reunion with some of my Minnesota people. Um, maybe like Steph, obviously, because I love her. Who else is playing professional that I played with? I played with so many people at Minnesota.
I know, I'm trying to think too of
Um,
the Minnesota people.
obviously I love Julia to death, so like I lived with her for like
Yeah.
years, so I would love for that to happen at some point. Um, I don't know.
Did
There's
you have
hardly
Taylor Morgan? I don't even know. Is she playing anymore?
no. She has like I think she has 2 kids now. She's like married and has children.
What? I didn't that okay. I just knew about all of her knee injuries. I didn't know that she actually got
Yeah,
married and had kids.
yeah,
That's okay, good for her. Good for her.
yeah. Um, I honestly have no idea. Like, I think I'd have to be like, oh my gosh, like you're talking to this
Oh,
team.
what about like Kylie? I mean,
Oh,
Kylie
of course,
Murr. Yeah. But
and
she's
for
like kind of coaching now, isn't she?
no, she plays for Dallas.
Okay, yeah, but didn't she do a little coaching stunt or am I making that up? I might be making that up.
I want to say she like maybe coached in like the off season before MLV started,
Yeah, yeah, that's
like
maybe what
something
it
like that.
is.
I think maybe at
Okay.
Muncie, or I don't think it was high school. I want to say it was a month. Like she helped with Munciana.
Okay, I might have just been completely making that up because
No,
there's
for
been
sure.
so many, but
Yeah,
um,
Kylie. I mean, I've been playing with her since I was like 5, so like
yeah,
anytime that'd be great.
yeah.
I wish my roommate Elise was still playing volleyball, but she doesn't play volleyball anymore from Minnesota. But yeah, I wish she was still playing because I would love to play with her again, but she's not. Um, Honestly, I'll be really excited to see where Zaynab ends up because I know she'll be somewhere international.
Mhm,
It would be really cool to like play with her somewhere like overseas because she's like
mhm.
international. I think it would be very cool to do something like that.
And, like, reunite when she gets, like, like, way better at volleyball too, like, 'cause she's so
Yeah,
young.
as she gets older, yeah, and gets back from her injury because they all
Poor Minnesota was riddled, girl, riddled.
I
Like,
literally yeah, I told Lydia, I was like, I just woke up to a text from Lauren that said Alex hurt her knee. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I just woke up to a text from Elise that says Calissa hurt her knee. And then I
yeah,
was like, bro, Zaynab hurt her knee. And Lydia was like, they're cursed. I was like, yeah,
literally cursed.
something
And,
happened.
like, Julia wearing that knee brace and landing on one leg had me terrified for the longest time. Don't even get me
God,
started.
no, 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 no.
I
I was
was
like,
like, "Julia, you can't go down. You can't."
no, we can't. They should just stop playing if anyone else got they wouldn't have enough people to keep playing.
That's what I was
Like,
me and McKenna, because I had McKenna on here, we talked about it, and I was like and then so McKenna's out, obviously, the whole season with her
yeah.
back, and I was like, "Oh my god, what is" like, so unfortunate, like, it was, like, 3 ACLs, like, that's insane.
Yeah, within a month of each other.
Yeah, and one being a libero was crazy. I've never heard of a libero tearing their ACL. Like, the way she did, just, like, landing like, just stepping wrong is crazy.
Mhm.
Like, just super well, I guess she stepped off the sport court, and it was, like, an uneven surface kinda thing, but either way, like, that's so crazy that a libero like, it was a curse. There was a curse last year.
Something
Somebody
happened.
paid somebody paid an Etsy witch, and it worked. Whatever they did.
Yeah, it was like, oh my God. I called Keegan and I was like, what is happening? And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I felt so bad for everyone. I mean, they haven't had an ACL tear in like 15 years or something.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, they
And
had
then, like,
in a month.
3 yeah, that's crazy, but, the freshmen stepped up, and they had such a good finish for their
Yeah, they
season.
did. Yeah.
I was, like, so happy because most people don't know that I love me some Minnesota volleyball, but, I was like, "Okay, work. They're figuring it out."
Yeah. I
And
was
Stella's
happy.
great. Stella was a great successor to you to come in and do really
Yeah.
good things, so,
Yeah. And she's young, so she has time.
yeah, I really like her.
Yeah.
I think she'll be right up there with you in Triple S, so, um, which is so exciting. I wish Triple S still played, but I know she got kids too now.
Hmm. Yeah, everyone.
Um,
It's
I'm trying to think of any other questions I have for you. Anything you wanna add too? You can talk about pro volleyball, regular like, college volleyball, whatever you want. And I'm trying to think of anything else I might have to ask, but I don't think I really have too much more.
no, I don't know if I have anything either. I feel like I've told you everything about my life in the last
I
5 years.
know. Literally just, like, the whole
Um,
story.
yeah, no. I think I have anything. Thanks for having me on here, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thanks for coming on because
I
I
should.
would've and yeah, I'm just gonna ship it to you. I'm just gonna, like, find out, like, a PO box and send it to you. I think Michaela has, like, 4 anyway, so
Oh my gosh. I don't know how long it would take to get over here. Probably like 2 months. Like
literally, literally, I'll just wait till you
by the
get here,
time.
and I'll
Yeah. So, yeah.
yeah, well, I really appreciate you coming on here and making sure that everybody didn't forget about one of the greats. Listen, I'd say the same thing about Emma. I was like, nobody needs to forget about my girls, okay? The ones that
Yeah, we're just
they're
over in
that
Europe right
removed.
now.
Right, exactly. Doing their thing, getting better. Um, Killing the game over there. I've seen your stats. I told Emma the same thing. Like, I've seen your stats. I wish it was easier to watch the games, but
Yeah,
you know,
not watch the games.
yeah. And it's like the time difference doesn't help either.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I will try to watch when I can. And I really do appreciate you coming on here. And
Yeah.
I guess I'll talk to you later.
Of course, yes.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. Bye.